All the disrespect before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check fam? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. Chapters down below if you want to skip around, and of course that sub button's right there. Go ahead and take the time, help the channel grow. Thank you guys for all the love. We got so much to talk about. We got a lot of buttons to check. Let's go. All right, now into the first set of Nintendo once again cock blocking the community, or I should say the Smash community, buttons that need to be checked. All right, so they dropped a bombshell a couple days ago. By the time you're watching this video, a lot of you probably, may be familiar with the situation already. If you're not, I'm gonna put the updated community tournament guidelines down below. Check out the link in full. And since it's because it's pretty lengthy in detail, and some of you have already seen like a video or two about this, we're just gonna cover some simple bullet points before we get in deep. Okay, so right here you can say community tournament guidelines. Down low it says community tournament may not be operated by individual organizers for individual participation in tournaments, participants for individuals viewing tournaments, spectators, provided that these guidelines are followed. Tournaments may include up to 200 participants for in-person tournaments and up to 300 participants for online tournaments. Organizers that have reached their legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may collect entry fees from participants in the amount not more than the equivalent of $20 USD per person. No prize may exceed a market value of 5,000 USD in total or include the prohibited item outlined in Q17 below. For in-person community tournaments, organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may collect an admission fee from spectators of not more than the equivalent of $15 or 15 USD. Okay, and obviously there's a lot more to that, but FGC is already reacting, right? You got a lot of people pissed off. You got the memes, right? The memes raining down from Twitter heaven, right? I see Brutus saying, Nintendo pulling up to a 10-year-old's birthday party. They didn't have a license to play Smash. Then I see Apology Man saying, Nintendo after they see me sell a half-eaten sandwich for $1 to a Smash Ultimate player at the local. But then there was some kind of update, right? Shortly after, I see somebody by the name of, Rose Bloom, say barely a day after the new guideline in Japan's biggest regional has acquired Nintendo rights to run their tournament for the next 10 iterations. Then I see Hungrybox quote retweet that saying, if this is true, it's very apparent something changed recently in Nintendo's policy or culture regarding esports and /or competitive Smash community. There might be hope after all, praying this will also apply to the NA and EU. Then I see even more light at the end of the tunnel because CEO Jabailey, right, posted a video, very informative. He's worked directly with Nintendo. He's done their licensing, their applications. He has some of the biggest tournaments that there is. So the man's a, very popular and in-demand TO. So anyway, I'm gonna put that link below. Definitely check out the full video because it's very informative. But in the meantime, we're just gonna check out some short clips and some important points that he made. Check it out.
I personally see this as more of a way for them to kind of keep a closer eye on things, but also make it easier for us as events that have licensed with them or want to be a licensed event. And I really think we need to really see how the application process that they've announced will happen in early November, which I'll be doing. Obviously, these terms take effect immediately, but if you read the fine print, guys, and trust me, read every single Q&A question. I sure as heck did. I dropped everything today. I have a bunch of stuff to catch up on post-vacation. But one of the things was there's a grace period. If you're not approved by this time, these guidelines go up, you'll be able to speak to them. But again, if you're under 200 people, you're going to have to try and follow these guidelines, and then you won't have anything to worry about. But I think we're going to be okay. Just give it a chance, read it. Application process, guys, I suggest doing it. I've done it before, Nintendo. I've never had an issue getting approval. I've never had any problems at any of my events. As you know, I'm doing plenty. We have, DreamHack coming up in December. I'll be applying for the license and pretty much should be good to go.
So there you have it. Obviously, some pretty good points that he made. And I think that does kind of shed some light. And hopefully it brings a lot of people at ease because he's like, yo, I have the experience. I've worked with Nintendo. And despite what you may think, they're nice people and they want the community to succeed, which does kind of, I don't know, let's be real. It hasn't felt that way. You know what I'm saying? In recent years, it hasn't felt that way. You know what I'm saying? In recent events and statements that they've made, it just seems like they've gone out of their way to block the Smash community. But anyway, with that being said, Jabailey's like, no, trust me, I've worked with them. They want us to succeed. And yes, if you read it at first glance, there's some scary shit. But if you go into detail, He believes that, hey, there's a way to do this properly through the right channels, and more than likely you will get approved if you do it the right way. So there you have it, and as always, it remains to be seen. Time will tell. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, now onto them Tekken 8 closed beta test results, buttons that need to be checked. Let's go ahead and get them FGC reactions, right? So a lot of people, I'll keep putting, tweets on the screen and whatnot. They were hyped. Certain people were bummed out because they didn't get selected. I myself was selected. It blew me away because I honestly, straight up, I wasn't expecting it. And I'm not one of those content creators, at least I consider myself, not necessarily at that level where everybody's just knocking on my door like Capcom and Bandai. They're like, hey, would you try our game? Would you try our game? And I don't know if it's more because this is a news channel. So a lot of times I gotta tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I gotta report the stories. And to me, it looks like a lot of devs don't like that. Like, trust me, they really don't like that. But anyway, this was the other way around, man. Bandai reached out to me and they were like, hey, would you like to try the game? And it blew me away because, like I said, this is one of the first chances that I've got to do something like this. So I was like, absolutely, hell yes, I was very excited. Me and Dirty Low got to play it over the weekend and had a lot of positive things to say. But I will say the game was fun. The game was fun as hell. I mean, I enjoyed it. Another thing that stood out was the connection. That was one of the, I would say, concerns that I heard from people. As far as like Wi-Fi, it was almost like night and day. Like when you had hardwire or a good connection, it seemed to go really smooth. But then when you had a Wi-Fi player, it did seem to be like real glitchy. Maximilian actually did a whole video on this and I was like, holy shit, so we're not the only one that experienced this. He actually broke it down with some concerns and whatnot. Check it out.
And I'm pretty happy at the end of it because Tekken's still fun. I was really enjoying new stuff with heat systems, so I'm pretty dang excited about it. That's inherently a big issue. Wi-Fi is just like almost unfriggin' playable. It's brutal, man, and at least half of the players are playing on Wi-Fi. So I was like, all right, so maybe this is a PC thing, because I did notice the PC version of Tekken 8, there's a lot of weird frame rate problems. The game just seems to, every once in a while, I don't know why, go to like 40 to 50 to 45-ish FPS. So maybe the console version is just the way to go for Tekken 8. Switch to the console version, it still friggin' happens! Dude, yeah, half of our matches are running at like 40 FPS. The hell is going on? Gotta get fixed.
The problem with it's the beta.
Yeah.
So I want to like say good things about it, but there were issues, like kind of issues, like kind of a little off-putting. Like the gameplay itself is really good. Like the action is great, it feels good, the buttons feel great, the heat system's really good. The game is very aggressive, like it's very fast-paced, and like aggression is really key. The problem, but again, this is a beta, but this is why Street Fighter 6 is really a good game, because in the betas, the netcode were really good. I had great experiences with the netcode.
Yeah.
Right? With this, I didn't have any issues like PlayStation to PlayStation hardwired. But every time I played a Wi-Fi player, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely bonkers. Like it was just like every time, not like, oh, okay, a little lag here, or hey, I got some rollback frames. Oh, it just spiked there. Like the whole match. It felt like Street Fighter 4 netcode. Like it was bad. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix that. This is a beta. This is why they test the game. This is why they have these things. But it's very off-putting to see that. And then also too, mix in the modern controls with Wi-Fi lag. Oh my God. I don't understand. Like Namco. I love the game, and I got a chance to play early because you guys, it's great. But please, when you're in ranked matches, you can switch on the fly to modern controls. Like and so you'll never know if you're playing against a player. You'll have to recognize the string. So now you've actually put a little time investment into that for that training. So if you're new, it's really I think it's going to be a little off-putting to get into the game a little more if you're a newbie to stick in the game.
Yeah.
Because, at least with Street Fighter, they tell you.
Overall, not what we're expecting, but as of right now, 1 to 10, what are you giving this game?
I don't want to judge it.
Okay, let's say it's not the game period, but your experience.
So like an 8.
Like an 8. Okay.
Like an 8, because the gameplay shines. The gameplay is good. I see I'm going to be infuriated about some things. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to rant. I'm going to explode. But
is this the game you're planning on buying?
I'm going to buy Tekken 8. Yeah. It looks good.
Definitely, ladies and gents, definitely let me know how you are feeling, man. Exciting things going down. Hey, there's a lot. And and I'm exhausted just reading it, just looking at it, because there's stories I still haven't got to, man. So definitely let me know how y'all feeling. If we don't post tomorrow, it'll definitely be the next day. Patreon, we're gonna hit you soon within the next 2 days with a brand new video. So if you're out there, if you guys want to show support, besides watching here, thank you guys. This alone is just godlike support. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching, man. But if you wanted to support on the Patreon as well, link down below. It means the world to us. Thank you guys. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
You literally like 5 seconds and you're already with
Bro,
this.
I mean, I'm back. I mean, I'm here.
bogus
You come to my room.
Bro,
Okay,
listen.
first, no. I'm here, Dirty Low, resting like a baby, about to play a little Hi-Fi Rush. Okay, resting. I'm chilling in bed. You're like, hey man, I really need your help. I don't have thoughts.
First of all, I did. The people saw me say some thoughts. It wasn't
Yeah.
a lot, but yes.
I don't think they were valid.
Listen.
I watched the video, but I could already tell they're probably not valid. Like, I'm just gonna be like, dude, well, you don't have thoughts, okay? They're valid ones. And I can't wrap my head. I don't know what to say about Tekken. I was like, well, I played that. I can get down with this real quick. I'll grace you with magic. So we're